and the first respondent will be Mr. Santarsiero. This question is not a gotcha. For me, it is a matter of conscience that has to be addressed about the top of the ticket. Hillary Clinton's significant lapses in judgment regarding her emails as Secretary of State or the finances of the Clinton Foundation present optics that concern even her supporters. As for Donald Trump, when 50 former Republican national security experts, including CIA directors, directors of Homeland Security, and even Pennsylvania's highly respected Tom Ridge, sign a letter regarding Trump that says, quote, "We are convinced that in the Oval Office he would be the most reckless president in American history." That raises very serious concerns. So let's get this topic out of the way. I would like both of you to speak about the person at the top of your ticket. And we'll start with Steve.
Well, listen, Bill, I mean, the reality is that we have a contest at the top of the ticket between someone who is qualified and someone who is unfit to be president of the United States, partly for one of the reasons you just stated. I don't recall in my lifetime an election like this where prominent members of one party are not supporting their candidate, their nominee, and that's the case with Donald Trump.
I'm asking you to speak about your candidate.
You know, it's impossible to not speak about both of them at the same time because that's the choice that we're left with. We have someone on the one side who served as a senator in the United States Senate for 8 years, who served as a Secretary of State and was complimented during her tenure as a Secretary of State by Republicans as well as Democrats. And on the other side, we have someone who didn't even know that the Russians had taken Crimea, someone who has challenged whether or not or has questioned whether or not we should be supporting our NATO allies, someone who has threatened to ban an entire group of people from entering the country based on their religion. To me, there is no choice between the two.
I need to hear you respond about the Clinton Foundation and the email issues.
Well, I think those issues have been hashed out in the press ad nauseum. And at the end of the day, it really comes down to these two individuals who are in this race together. And I think that the choice between the two of them is absolutely clear. I will be voting for Secretary Clinton. I've made that clear. I support her. And I think at the end of the day, Mr. Trump is simply